Welcome everyone to the Red Lounge. I am your host Rick Redmond, and we are now winding down towards the last month of the season. Well, second to last month with the last 30 days or so of the season left. As you can see here in the standings, we are coming in at number 2 in the West. Of course, behind the Golden State Warriors and their super team and whatnot. But we are only about 1.5 games back from them. So it's not out of the possibility that we could try to even maybe snatch the top seed from them right before the season ends. So let's see what we can do as we start simulating the next couple weeks down to the wire here. Alright, we are asked by the media how satisfied are we with our current staff from top to bottom, and I mean, can we really complain much? I mean, we're second in the Western Conference, especially with a stacked Western Conference like it is, just only behind the Warriors, so can't really complain too much. Now, we did simulate quite a few weeks up until the second to last week, or actually technically the last week of the season. Against here, we're going to stop here at the Timberwolves at home April 6th. You see we're 2.5 games behind the Warriors with 4 games left. A little bit maybe possibly out of reach to get the top seed, but we'll see what we can do. We probably have to maybe win out all our games and maybe have the Warriors lose either pretty much almost all their games at this point, or just lose one at least, or only win one at least. But going into this game here, we are going up against the Timberwolves at home. You see that phase that Lillard is locked in and ready to go. We're going to go ahead and start this tip off here. And you see, look at that quick little tip off. Lillard to Whiteside starting off right off the bat as we go up a quick 2-0. Now, playing against the T-Wolves is going to be very interesting today because this is actually a potential playoff matchup, first round playoff matchup against them, and they have a very young team. I won't say stacked, but depending on how their players mature, you see the alley from Lillard to Larry Nance. Depending on how their players mature, this could be a very scary team down the road for a few years to come. So keep your eye on these guys, as we'll see what happens here. As you see, look at this, we're already up 6-0. Minnesota hasn't even scored yet. Look at this oops right here from Lillard to Hassan Whiteside with a reverse jam. Gotta love a big man that can run, but also even put a little reverse in his dunk right there just to put a little icing on the cake. As you see here, Whiteside continuing his dominance right here in the paint as he goes for that 2-minute jam. And then now Whiteside trying to back down Carthy Towns, but Towns having none of that as he gets blocked. And now here comes Levine trying to find, oh, look at this, reward the big man right there. And he finds Towns for the easy basket. Now the Minnesota Timberwolves have cut the lead down to 2. So now up 14-12, the Blazers here. Now look at Chris Dunn sizing up Damian Lillard, having none of that. The rookie does not care if he is a potential MVP candidate or not. He just went up against Lillard and took him on. Now Minnesota actually has the lead now, so Lillard's going to have to find a way to get his team back in it, and he does as he sizes up Chris Dunn himself and ties the game at 16 apiece. And then look at this here, Lillard off the steal. Lillard, he's going up top, off the break. Oh, he gets the foul, but you see the aggressiveness from Lillard right here. As you know, he's trying to see if he can get his team back up to the #1 spot in the West. But they know they have to win. They have to win almost all their games to do that. And Lillard here off the break on the corner 3 knocks it down. Lillard having himself a huge first quarter. And now clock winding down to end the first. Here comes Lillard. Nice off screen. Misses, but look who picks up the scraps. It's Ed Davis who dunks it in just in time for the Blazers to get a 5-point lead heading into the second quarter. Now Blazers only up by 1 here. Steal from Leonard. Oh, how do you leave Lillard open for 3? No, misses, but look who goes for the rebound. It's Mo Harkless, sky high. Gives Lillard a second chance, and you know he's going to knock down that second chance for sure, especially missing that first one. Now Blazers up by 4. Lillard, you know, he's going to get the ball to. Oh, look at that. Crossing up 2 defenders, going up with the contact and the foul and 1. What a play, what a sequence right there from Lillard. And now Lillard once again with the ball, gets double teamed, but look at this no-look pass. Lillard with the no-look pass to Larry Nance, who jams it down. Karl Anthony Towns posterizes him. Now Blazers up by 6. You know who we got to give the ball to. This man right here, he is just lighting it up in this first half. And oh, just rolls by Ricky Rubio. Okay, look at the Red Sea just parted, as nobody was there to defend inside the paint whatsoever. And as we go up by 8 now. And then now T was with the ball. Oh, Chris Dunn here trying to make a name. Going up against Lillard here. Misses, but Anthony Wiggins does. Or Andrew Wiggins gets the rebound and puts it back in with the foul. Now down by 5 here. Minnesota trying to stick a comeback again here as Chris Dunn hits that corner 3 as we now are only up by 2, but look at that nice pass to Aminu for that easy jam. Now Blazers have pushed the lead back up to 8 with the first half winding down with Lillard on the bench here resting. The others are keeping this team going as Whiteside gets the lay-in and the foul as we go up by double digits and go into the second half. Now we're up by 8. Lillard starting off fresh as he came in the first half. Going up for that layup, now up by 8 now. Lillard now once again pump fakes the corner. Oh, goes behind the back and oh, he posterizes a defense. Oh, he posterizes him. Whoa, hold up, roll this back a second. Lillard behind the back, nutmegs Rubio underneath the legs and then posterizes another Minnesota defender in the process. Take a look at this again, goes back under the leg with the behind the back dribble and then just posterizes that poor man from Minnesota. I can't even say his name. Holy moly, Lillard letting the crowd know that your MVP is right here in Rip City. My God, I don't know if that's considered player of the year, but that's definitely gonna be in the running. And look at Lillard continuing off that effort right there with a 3-pointer of his own. Blazers up by 11. Smooth sailing. Now Rubio trying to redeem himself, playing good defense so far. But Lillard once again posterizing the Minnesota defense. Specifically that one guy who is, look at Lillard off the replay here. Breaks down to both, splits the 2 defenders and posterizes, yep, the same guy, number 88. Wow, my goodness. Lillard is just having himself a field day and he's not done. He is not done. Lillard still dunking on people. He's probably, I believe he's already around 30 points. Should have a little bit more than 30 now. Lillard, you just can't stop him. He just keeps on turning as he knocks down the mid-range jumper in the Blazers. Go up by 12 after that one, but Minnesota still staying in this with the third quarter getting closer to the end as Tyler Johnson hits a 3 and cuts the lead to 4. Now the lead is cut down to 3. Lillard got the mismatch he wants on Aldridge, but shot clock winding down. He's gonna have to make a move. Here comes Lillard driving down the lane inside and the foul. Lays it in. And Lillard still reeling it in this third quarter. The first 3 quarters he's been firing. Now Chris Dunn here wants to make a play on Lillard, but Lillard now showing the defensive side of himself. Gets the steal. Crab picks up the loose ball and jams it in right before the third quarter ends as we go into the fourth now. Fourth quarter, Blazers up by 6. Aminu with a steal, but he makes a bad pass, and Zach LaVine makes him pay the price as the lead's cut down to 4. Now with under 3 to play. Lillard, how much energy does he have left? I don't know. He used up a lot as he coughs it up right there, and Chris Dunn making a big name off the bench. Big game off the bench here for the Timberwolves as he makes that jam. But here comes Lillard off the pick and roll. Finds Larry Nance for a nice 2-handed jam with about under 2 minutes to play here. 4-point game. Lillard trying to drive inside. He tries to pass it in, but it is another turnover. So here comes the Minnesota. Wiggins gets blocked by Aminu, but
length helping him.
They're able to pick up the loose scraps and cut the lead to 2 now, but that's the closest they've been so far. But 2 or 1 point, they've never been able to take the lead, and they still will not be able to yet, as Lillard once again finds Larry Nance down the stretch, making big baskets right here. So Minnesota needs to get something going here. Misses the 3 from Dunn, but Dunn gets the ball once again and knocks down a 2-pointer. At least it was not a 3, but cut the lead to 2. So now Blazers with the ball here. Clock winding down. Lillard at the top of the key. You know he wants to seal it and end the dag here. Is it Lillard time? Once again here in Rip City. Lillard goes for the 3. Misses, but Larry Nance once again coming in clutch with that offensive rebound. He has been huge in this fourth quarter. You hear the chance, the crowd knows it. It is MVP chance here in Rip City as Lillard knocks down the first free throw, but misses the second. So it leaves an opening for Minnesota, but the question is, who do they go to? Do they have any big three-point shooters here? We're about to find out. As you see the inbound to Dunn. Dunn's actually going to give it up to Karl-Anthony for the tie. No good. Karl-Anthony Towns went for a deep 3. Whiteside with a late contest, but it was a contest, and the Blazers are going to go out here and possibly, you can even say, escape with a victory, 80-77, but a big win nonetheless against a division rival. And you know who the player of the game is going to be. You guessed it, Mr. Dame Dollar, Damian Lillard. Big double-double, 38 points, 10 assists. This was probably his biggest game of the season. I won't know if I'll say his best game, just because I'll show you in a second why it might not be. But nonetheless, this was a huge game from him. I think this is the most points he scored this season with 38. As you see here, he was knocking down big time shots. He actually scored a lot of shots in the paint. He got a lot of success driving in the paint for sure, but he also made a few 3 balls as well. But the hustle from Lillard, knowing that his team wants to have a shot at the #1 spot in the West. Now here's the box score for today's game, and here's what I was trying to tell you. So good news, he did have a big game, but and he did have a triple-double too, but the bad news is that triple-double was the cause of 10 turnovers. So you can look at it like with a cup half full, half not full. I mean, he did have a big double-double, big 38 points, 10 assists, but those 10 turnovers were a knock. So something to kind of work on for sure come playoff time. Larry Nance, though, quietly big game, 12 points, but he was 6 for 6 from the field and made some big plays down the stretch in the fourth. CJ was a little bit quiet, but didn't need him to have a big game. And then on the Minnesota side, Wiggins led all scores with 14 points, and surprisingly, I thought it would actually be Chris Dunn who would lead the team. He had 12 points off the bench and was actually in the game quite a bit down the stretch with Rubio sitting, and it made sense because I think Dunn was actually more effective on the floor than Rubio, even though Rubio got 3 steals. And in terms of defense and making big plays, Chris Dunn was there for them, that's for sure. I thank you guys for watching, guys. This is going to be it for this episode. Stay tuned for the playoffs, guys. Until next time, it's Rick Redman signing out.